Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Just Open It, the YouTube series in which I open recently acquired toys. My name is Russ. Thank you very much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you're a fan of toys, action figures, or pop culture in general, please subscribe to my channel, Karaoke Fanboy TV. Every week I do open a recently acquired toy, and today I am opening Masters of the Universe Origins Man-E-Faces. Now this arguably isn't a recently acquired toy, because I acquired it in 2020 when it was still new. But in the spirit of Halloween, which is approaching as I record this, I thought I'd open a few relatively Halloween themed toys or collectibles. And Man-E-Faces, as you know, if you're a fan of Masters of the Universe especially, wears a few disguises, or his face could turn into a robot, or as you could see here, a monster. Pretty spooky. So I'm going to turn to this figure 3 years after acquiring him. As you may know if you watch this channel, I have a bunch of these Masters of the Universe Origins figures and vehicles, even Castle Grayskull, still unopened. And one of the points of this series is to finally get these things out of their packaging and onto my shelves. So let's waste no more time and see how cool Man-E-Faces is. Now, here's the card art, beautiful. I will credit the artist in the description of this video because I'm such a fan of his work and what he's been doing here. I believe his name is Axel Jimenez. What he's been doing with Masters of the Universe Origins is absolutely phenomenal. And other than the toys themselves, I believe the package art is what's keeping Origins alive to this day. It's just so appealing to look at, kind of sparks the imagination of fans old and new alike. So I'm diving right in here. Interesting, as I open the packaging, the mini comic is kind of clinging to that backboard here. So, okay. Removed with relatively little damage. And keep in mind, this has been sitting around for a while, so that adhesive quality is gonna, in the Arizona heat, I'm in Phoenix, kind of melt and adjust accordingly here. So I don't know if I've read this mini comic yet, Double Trouble. Probably not, because I don't think I've opened, well, I opened Scareglow, didn't I? Maybe not. I don't know if I've opened any of the characters from this wave yet. So I'm excited to see what this mini comic's all about. I have yet to record a commentary on any of these mini comics because I judge them kind of harshly. I hold the original mini comics that came with the Masters of the Universe toys in the 80s in such high regard that these are kind of missing the mark in just a few small but important elements for me, including the lettering. And again, I should probably do a video about that because my opinion matters and dozens of people may want to hear it. So with that said, I am removing Man-E-Faces from the bubble. Pure trash there. And I see that he's restrained by this elastic band. I do approach these videos like I'm a child wanting to tear into these guys, so I don't have a pair of scissors handy. And I want to see if the figures withstand my removing them from the packaging. Oh, interesting here. I see there is some, I'll show you here, some paint wear on the arm there. He's not perfect. You see that little bit on the forearm there? Not a big deal, but disappointing considering this is an older figure now and I couldn't find a replacement if I wanted to. His gun is in this little bag. More plastic. I'm not an environmentalist or super eco-minded all the time, but opening these figures regularly has certainly opened my eyes, no pun intended, to how much plastic is used in this packaging. And I don't think it's always necessary, including this. Because look at how difficult I'm having a hard time getting this laser out of the... And Man-E-Face's gun is one of my favorite accessories in all of Masters of the Universe. It's just such a cool design. And I wish I could shoot it off to get it out of this plastic, but what am I doing wrong here? I just want to open it. Here we go. So cool. All that detail and stuff. I do feel like this is a smaller version than the original's gun, and it's right there on my shelf. I never remember to grab the original figure to compare. But yeah, this is definitely kind of diminutive compared to the original figure's gun. So be it. But let's get to the figure himself here now. I immediately recognized some looseness here. And since I've opened more recent Origins figures lately, I'm wondering if I'm recognizing here a comparison now, a contrast between the way some of these original Wave 1, 2, 3 figures were constructed versus more contemporary figures. But this is new. I believe this is new for Many Faces. Head articulation. I think the original figure, this helmet, so to speak, is attached to the torso, so it's a solid piece. He can't turn his head, but in this case, he can, and that is a really cool improvement. All the other standard awesome points of articulation that Origins is known for. You know, the arms move with much more flexibility and articulation than those original figures. Legs, ankles, love it. Waist is cool. But here's the true feature of Many Faces is the change of identity. Here we go. Robot and human. There's Manny. Wow, how cool is that? It's classic with this knob up here that shows you his three faces, but it's also very modern in that, again, he could turn his head and you could get this awesome posing going on your shelf. Get the gun in there. It feels a little, yeah, the gun's a little rubbery, but that allowed some easy accessibility to his hand. And here we go. Look at that. Look at that. I love it. Super cool. I wish the paint application was a little, I don't know, thicker or whatever, so that wear wasn't possible. That's how it came out of the package. I see something on his pec here too. Super faint, but you know what? Big deal, I say. This guy's going on my shelf alongside his fellow masters, and he's going to be a proud member of the team. I dig it. Masters of the Universe Origins. Again, when focusing on these classic characters, the original toys that I had as a kid, when they look as good, but the articulation, the sculpting, the paint application is at this next level, this kind of contemporary or modern level, these guys are, they excel in both nostalgia, but then in kind of contemporary action figure, the action figure industry, I guess, the availability of these guys. Just how cool action figures could be nowadays when it comes to original characters. So thanks again, Origins, and gosh, please, in the future, keep this up. And the availability here in the Phoenix market, again, I'm still seeing Jitsu and Naked Stratos and Sorceress. I opened the Talon Fighter, you saw that recently. There is some new stuff hitting the stands, but I love these figures so much, and I'm still waiting for Rio Blast. You know, I'm waiting for Roton and Twistoid too, you know. It's not over with these guys. There's more to come. So tune in next time when I grab another Masters of the Universe Origins figure or some other toy here on my stack, and I say, you know what? Just open it. I'll catch you next time. I am a robot. I am Many Faces.